Signing with a rival in the NFL is one of the most despicable things you can do to a team's fan base. Guys like Terrell Owens, Brett Favre, and Richard Sherman have let down their fans and signed with their former team's bitter rivals. In the 2023 offseason, there was another instance of this, as longtime New York Giants running back Saquon Barkley would sign a 3-year, $37.75 million contract with the NFC East rival Philadelphia Eagles. Giants fans, I'm sorry. Eagles fans, enjoy your new Pro Bowl running back. NFL fans everywhere know how good of a runner Saquon Barkley is. He was one of the greatest running back prospects in NFL draft history, after all. However, there are some neat things about the new Eagle that you don't know. What are they? In this video, we'll be going over 10 things you may not know about Saquon Barkley. And be sure to stick around. Bonus facts will be included throughout. And the last fact will blow your mind. 1. Saquon Barkley's uncle was a professional boxer. The NFL superstar comes from a family of athletes, as both his father and, more famously, his uncle, Iran Barkley, were boxers. His father, Alabay Barkley, never went pro, but Iran had one heck of a boxing career. The man known as The Blade, man, that's a cool nickname, had a professional boxing record of 43 wins and 19 losses, with 27 of those 43 wins coming via knockout. The Blade is also a former WBC middleweight champion, defeating legendary boxer Thomas Hearns by TKO in the 3rd round for the title. This was one of only 5 losses that Hearns ever took in his career, and Barkley owns 2 of those. The guy was good. It's no surprise that Saquon Barkley is as much of an athletic freak as he is. Look at his uncle. 2. Saquon Barkley can play the piano. Because, of course he can. Not only is he an insanely talented athlete, makes a ton of money, and is a good-looking guy, he can also play the piano. A video surfaced online in June of 2019 of Barkley playing the song Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, one of, if not the most famous song of all time, on the piano for a few friends. He and a friend of his had a wager that Saquon could play the song, and his friend wouldn't know what song it was. The video cut off before we knew if he knew the song or not, but Saquon did a heck of a job playing one of the most iconic melodies in music history, and we thought this guy couldn't be more talented. 3. Saquon Barkley sold the most draft night jerseys in NFL history. In a draft class loaded with exciting talents like Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, Saquon Barkley is actually the one who broke records that night. After being taken 2nd overall by the New York Giants in 2018, Barkley's number 26 jersey sold the most out of any rookie on draft night in NFL history. The record was previously held by former Texas A&M quarterback Johnny Manziel and his number 2 Cleveland Browns jersey in 2014. Lucky for Barkley, his career didn't turn out like Johnny Football's did. Barkley's number 26 would continue to be the Giants' highest-selling jersey up until the day he signed with the Philadelphia Eagles. Giants fans might resent him now, but he was nothing short of New York royalty for 5 years. 4. Saquon Barkley would love to be a boxer. With what you were just told about Iran Barkley, does this surprise you? Early into his career, Barkley was asked what he would be doing if he wasn't in the NFL, and his answer was simple: I'd be a boxer. Saquon's family was actually surprised that he pursued football over boxing. Hey, who knows? Saquon could very well start a boxing career after his NFL career is over. Can you imagine how hard this guy would hit? NFL fans everywhere are grateful that Saquon ultimately chose to pursue football as his career, but there's no denying that he would have been a beast of a boxer. 5. Saquon Barkley has a statewide holiday after him. Of course, the new Philadelphia Eagle has a holiday just for him in the state of Pennsylvania. After his legendary career at Penn State ended, the Pennsylvania General Assembly voted to make March 14th a holiday in Pennsylvania known as Saquon Barkley Day. This was officially finalized by Pennsylvania Representative Gene McNeil, who was quoted as saying this: Penn State fans will not soon forget Barkley's contributions to the team and the university. Therefore, in recognition of Saquon Barkley's accomplishments both on and off the field, the House of Representatives designate March 14th as Saquon Barkley Day in Pennsylvania. He is a shining star, loved by people in Pennsylvania and beyond. High praise for the 3-year Nittany Lions running back. 6. Saquon Barkley's brother was drafted into Major League Baseball. There is nothing but pure athletes in the Barkley family. Saquon's older brother, Alibay Barkley Jr., was a fantastic baseball player in his day. Alibay Jr. was so good, in fact, that he was drafted into Major League Baseball. In 2009, Alibay Jr. was selected in the 50th round by the Los Angeles Angels. He's a Barkley, so he was a big man, playing designated hitter and first base on occasion. Alibay Jr. only played 6 games in rookie ball with the Angels, but bat .389 with 2 doubles, 3 RBIs, and a walk-in 19 plate appearances. He looked solid in his very short time as a professional baseball player. He might not have made it to the majors, but at least he can say Saquon isn't the only professional athlete of the two. 7. Saquon Barkley was a multisport athlete in high school. Surely this isn't surprising, right? While Barkley was taking the football world by storm at Whitehall High School in Whitehall Township, Pennsylvania, he was also a star basketball player and track star. A guy that ran a 4.4 flat was a track star? What a surprise! As a senior in 2015, Barkley won Eastern Pennsylvania Conference Gold as he placed first in both the 100-meter dash at 11.15 seconds and the long jump at 22 feet 2.5 inches. Later in the season, Barkley would set a Whitehall High School record in the 100-meter dash, recording a 10.9-second finish. Barkley didn't just play basketball and run track, he lettered in both. If you're like Saquon and love basketball, check out our sister channel, Halftime Basketball. We're working hard to bring you the best stories in the world of sports. Barkley has been a freak athlete since he was a literal teenager, and it shows with how he's performed in the NFL. Saquon continues to show off his elite speed in the NFL, and now he gets to do it in midnight green. 8. Saquon Barkley's favorite player growing up was Curtis Martin. Curtis Martin is one of the best running backs of the 90s and 2000s, and it may come as a surprise to you, but he was indeed Saquon Barkley's favorite player growing up. Martin was on the New York Jets at the same time that Saquon's family lived in New York, so he was instantly a favorite for the Barkleys. Also, yes, they were Jets fans and not Giants fans. Sorry to the Giants fans out there. It's clear that Martin inspired Barkley's game in many ways, but mostly in his agility and quickness. Curtis Martin was one of the most shifty running backs in the world during his time, and it's more than obvious how that could play an effect on the way Saquon runs the ball. Much like Martin, Saquon Barkley has made numerous Pro Bowls, and both men even won NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year in their respective rookie seasons. Martin has played a big role in Barkley's career thus far, being sort of a mentor for his biggest fan along the way. 9. Saquon Barkley's a big rap fan. Every athlete needs the right pregame hype music, and for Saquon Barkley, that music is rap music. Saquon is a huge fan of artists like Cardi B, Meek Mill, A Boogie, J. Cole, and especially Drake. Barkley will listen to a variation of music from these artists and some similar ones to hype himself up on any given Sunday. Clearly, it's working. Now that Barkley is back in his home state with the Philadelphia Eagles, Meek Mill's Dreams and Nightmares will surely be on repeat in the locker room. Are you guys ready for this? 10. Saquon Barkley almost went to Rutgers. That's right, one of the greatest Penn State Nittany Lions of all time was very close to becoming a Rutgers Scarlet Knight. While he was dominating high school football, Barkley had received offers from numerous schools such as Notre Dame, Ohio State, and North Carolina before he would ultimately verbally commit to play football in New Jersey with Rutgers. This commitment would stand for over 6 months before Barkley would eventually uncommit from Rutgers and vow his commitment to, you guessed it, Penn State. Barkley has been quoted as saying that Rutgers was his dream school as he loved the coaches, the scheme, and that it felt like home to him. So why did he change his mind? Take it from the man himself. Barkley said, "I wanted to play for Rutgers. That's the school I wanted to play at. But I felt like Penn State provided more opportunity for me for the rest of my life. Sometimes you have to grow up and make decisions that impact the rest of your life." He says that going back on his word was one of the hardest things he's ever had to do, but it had to be done. Safe to say, it was a good decision for Barkley. Yes, Saquon Barkley going back on his word and betraying Rutgers was a great decision, but do you think it was a good choice that he did it again? He betrayed yet another New Jersey-based team to commit to yet another Pennsylvania-based team. Seems like there's a trend here. That's it. Now you know 10 things you didn't know about Saquon Barkley that you didn't know before. Which fact shocked you the most? Are there any that we missed? Giants fans, how do you feel about Saquon signing with the Eagles? And how do you Eagles fans feel about it? Most importantly, how do the neutral NFL fans across the country feel about this move? Was it shady or was it best for business? Let us know in the comments.